In a quiet corner of Bethlehem, under a starlit sky, a baby's cry echoed through the night. His name was Jesus. Born to Mary, a young maiden, and Joseph, a humble carpenter, this child's arrival was no ordinary moment in time. For centuries, prophets had spoken of him, of a savior, a light for all mankind. And now he was here. But peace did not follow. As news of his birth spread, King Herod, fearing the loss of his power, ordered the unthinkable, the slaughter of innocent children. Warned in a dream, Mary and Joseph escaped with their son, fleeing to Egypt under the cover of darkness. Jesus grew in wisdom and grace. At just 12 years old, he astonished temple teachers with questions and answers far beyond his age. But it wasn't until 30 years later that his true mission would begin. He stepped into public life with purpose, gathering 12 ordinary men, fishermen, tax collectors, the overlooked, to walk with him. Together, they would spark a movement that would change the world. Jesus spoke of love, of mercy, of forgiveness. He healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, fed thousands with a simple meal, turned water into wine, and even called the dead back to life. Wherever he went, people followed, not because he forced them, but because he offered them hope. He taught in parables, stories of seeds, lamps, and lost sheep, making the eternal feel close and real. But not everyone welcomed the change. Religious leaders felt their grip on the people slipping. The Roman authorities watched with unease. And in the shadows, a plan was set in motion. One of his own, Judas Iscariot, betrayed him for the price of 30 silver coins. That night, under the olive trees of Gethsemane, Jesus was arrested. He was dragged before religious courts, accused with false charges, and brought before the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. Though Pilate found no guilt in him, the crowd shouted louder. And so the innocent was condemned. He was whipped, mocked, and forced to carry a heavy wooden cross to a place called Golgotha. There, between two criminals, Jesus was crucified, and as he hung, bloodied and broken, he whispered a prayer. "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." After hours of suffering, he took his final breath. The sky darkened, the earth shook, and in the temple the great curtain tore from top to bottom. His body was wrapped in cloth and placed in a tomb sealed by a massive stone. Silence filled the land. But on the third day, the silence broke. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. Jesus had risen,